In a world where efficiency and innovation makes all difference, nearshoring allows you to bring production closer, make your business more agile, and strengthen your supply chains. Reduce costs, optimize logistics, and get your technology where it really matters, and faster. HP. Nearshoring is not just a trend, it's a strategic opportunity to accelerate your global impact. Are you ready to take the next step? Resource-based theory, RBT, the key to turning nearshoring into competitive advantage. HP, in nearshoring, environment is not enough just to bring operations closer. You also need to take sure your strategic resources are working in your favor. This is where resource-based theory, RBT, becomes critical to your success. This theory tells us that a company is not just differentiated by its location, but it is by how it defines and leverages its key resources, human, technological, and financial, to create sustainable competitive advantage. In your case, HP, RBT helps you to answer some of these questions. Do you have access to the talent needed to operate advanced technologies like 3D printing? Does your production and logistics infrastructure allow to respond quickly to the market demands? Does the political and economical environment support the stability and growth of your operations? To get accurate answers, we applied RBT methodology and combined it with a pestle analysis to access the market with the greatest potentials for HP in 3D printing. HP, we want you to make the best decision. Here is the pestle analysis to provide you with a clear and well-supported view. We conducted the comparative pestle analysis between Mexico, Chile, and Brazil. We prioritized political, technological, and economical factors, as these directly impact operational stability, innovation adoption, and profitability for HP in 3D printing. Next, we will present the findings.
KPIs analysis pestle. Now, we will share 3 key points about the 3D printing market in Latin America. We will cover the 3 KPIs: market size, operational cost, and infrastructure and logistics. We will discuss each KPI for Mexico, Chile, and Brazil. Let's go. First, market size. We're going to begin talking about Mexico. The Latin American 3D printing market is expanding to reach USD 2.30 billion by 2030. In Mexico, a strong economy market is a bigger part of this growth, with a compound annual growth rate of 21.8%. Now for Chile. Chile's market is smaller, but is growing faster. It also followed the overall number of USD 2.30 billion by 2030. Finally, in Brazil, the 3D printer market was valued at USD 262 million in 2022. Brazil is set to grow strongly, with a CAGR of 20% between 2023 and 2028. Second, operational cost. Mexico has a great advantage here. There is a lot of skill, talent, and competitive labor cost, which helps make investments in equipment, material, and labor more profitable. In Chile, operation costs can be higher because there is less specialized talent and higher labor costs. However, there is a country economy and political stability help balance these challenges. And finally, Brazil faces high operational costs due to a complex tax system and higher labor expenses. Still, its large domestic market can help justify these investments. Finally, infrastructure and logistics. First, Mexico has a strong industrial infrastructure with many industrial parks. Its strategic location near the United States makes exporting easier. Second, Chile has a good infrastructure and easy access to the Pacific market, yet its geographic location can sometimes bring logistic challenges. Brazil offers development infrastructure but faces logistical issues because of its large size and complex custom process. Finally, for conclusion, Each country has its own strengths and challenges. Still, the future of 3D printing in Latin America is bright.
Resource-based theory and the nearshoring strategy in Mexico can change how HP works in the world. Resource-based theory means a company can be very successful if it uses its best resources well. For HP, this means spending a lot on research and development, having many patents and being very good at creating new ideas. These resources make HP strong and hard for other companies to copy. Nearshoring is when a company moves some of its work to nearby countries to save money and improve delivery times. Mexico is a great choice for this. In Mexico, there are many technical schools and universities, especially in states like Nuevo León. This means there are many skilled workers who can help with advanced tasks, such as 3D printing. Mexico also has a very good industrial system. For example, Nuevo León has more than 723 companies and 387,629 industrial jobs. This shows that the supply chain is strong and works well. In addition, places like Querétaro have a stable government and good rules for business. This makes it easier for foreign companies to invest. By using resources-based theory together with nearshoring, HP can use its own strengths and the good features of Mexico. This helps HP make its products better, work faster, and meet the needs of customers all over the world. It shows HP's own strengths combined with Mexico's skilled workers. A strong industry and stable government help the company succeed globally and stay a leader in technology.
Moving on to the numbers, initial budget is $3 million. Covering land accounts for $250,000. Construction accounts for $1 million. Machinery, $1.5 million. And other costs such as permits and setup account for $150,000. Annually, operating costs are $1,075,000, including labor, energy, maintenance, and administration that accounts for $200,000. When it comes to transportation and when it comes to logistics, they both add for $130,000. And when it comes to regulatory compliance, they add up for $50,000. In comparison to operating in the United States, the cost would raise to $1.7 million. Transportation to $260,000, and when it comes to compliance, it will raise to $71,000. This generates annual savings of $860,000 by choosing to operate in Mexico. The purpose of the budget is to maximize both efficiency and competitiveness. It optimizes resources by aligning processes and technology with our operations, leveraging Nuevo León's skilled workforce in strategic locations. It introduces technological innovations that will integrate quickly. That's the purpose of the budget. Focusing on equipment and systems that boost daily productivity. Additionally, it reduces operating costs by 40% compared to the United States, strengthening our competitive edge. It also fosters a culture adaptable to change, supported by an organizational structure designed for success, and it also ensures technological tools perfectly to fit employee needs, enhancing performance. When it comes to the risks, resistance to technological change could slow adoption. We mitigate this with $20,000 annually in intensive training, ensuring that both employees and collaborators see the benefits and adapt quickly. Another risk is that the technology might not fully align with specific tasks, which we address with prior needs analysis and ongoing adjustments during implementation. We also need to account for unforeseen events, which we reserve $5,000 for currency fluctuations and $50,000 for insurance, safeguarding, and financial stability. These strategies minimize disruptions and ensure a smooth transition into our next plan.